normal thing to them. That'll be what? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Man, I don't.
Bro,
it's not grounding your leaves.
That's more effective than beer.
What? No, it's not.
Why dry?
I don't like ketchup, I don't like mayo, I don't like barbecue. I tried the Nando sauce thing. I said, nah, this is not it. All I need is salt and pepper. I'm not on no sauce. It's just wrong. Like, the only sauce that I probably like is gravy. That's it.
I would like to say gravy. I was about to ask you that, you know. I was just about to. I had it in my mind. I was thinking, let me ask you if you eat gravy.
No,
gravy.
no,
you eating dry rice?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have. That's it, dry rice.
Dry rice? No, nothing. No.
Eat the bone down to the marrow and that. He's all cracking the bones open and that.
Yeah.
That's not no, but like I said,
I never regret it.
Nah.
Well, you don't do that.
Calcium out. You get calcium out.
Strong teeth, bro. Strong teeth.
That's not even.
That's
Not
the
even.
bone.
But I'm talking about like weird stuff. Like
I needed to eat from that.
Like weird stuff. Like what did he get? He had I come in one time and I see him and he had what was it? Hard dough bread, yeah, and yogurt. Then he's just dipping into the
No, but everyone's got a mad combination that they eat.
Yeah, but you see what it is? It's better. But with the origin, it's all like it's always something peculiar. Like you're thinking like, bro, like why? How? What made you just decide to like dip this bread in the yogurt, bro?
Dip bread in yogurt.
Exactly, G. Bread in yogurt, bro.
You mean by
Yeah, boring blood. You can say like. You know when you're trying to chat to her babes and you're trying to say, oh,
Chat to her babes.
Yo, babes, you're kind of nice. And she's like, oh, I rebuke you. You don't say them things to me. You know who I am?
No.
I'm complimenting you. You're saying I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Pause.
What the hell?
Do you know what it is to rebuke someone, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
Let's not let that go over your head, bro.
Beelzebub Satan,
Man said,
I
bro.
rebuke you, you know.
Man said, like, bro, what was you trying to put on demon time?
This was on the Bible team,
bro.
And Mr. Christian.
You know,
I didn't put down my Bible. I didn't put down my Bible.
That's on Wiz Khalifa team. I'm like, bro.
You know, I'm not even going to lie here. You see, that's what even, like, for example, we're going to go back to a bit religious area. Because I come from a Christian background, you know. Like, and don't think I don't believe in all that. I do, yeah. I'm just a man where it's like, alright, cool.
Everyone's journey is different, isn't it?
Yeah, you get me? So, I realised, obviously, when I started doing this, I said, when I got to the age where I could stop going to church and stuff, you know, I said to myself, yeah, I stopped. I cut all of that out.
I'm missing.
You see me, I'm a real...
What do you mean when I could stop going to church? Because I understand what you're saying, but can I just ask, what was the anticipation to, oh my gosh, I need to stop?
Oh, no, that's me when I was at the age where I'm saying, yeah, I'm not going. That
what do you not want to go?
What made me want to go?
Side note, I just want to ask.
What? Because at that time in life, I was at a whole different mental space in it. Like, I was a bit more unruly and or doing. You get me, man? But that's just the type of person I am because I'm looking at it. I understand what this is teaching you how to live in and how to abide your life by. I ain't with that. The things I was doing and this, I said, but I'm not with that. Like this is fake, and I'm the how I am as a person. I said I can't sit here and pretend to be like because like I'm not all into it and this and that.
I respect that.
You get me? Don't think I will come to church and listen to what the pastor has to say and take in the message and like I said, because that's
bro. I hear that, but you need to remember you're not perfect.
I know that, and this is my.
But then you don't want to stop that life in it, so it makes sense. That's why I respect that.
Look, you see what my belief is in it. Yeah, I say it's like cool. God loves you regardless, and God is with you. Yeah. When because like I said, man, don't know because there's loads of things that's happened in my life that's made man change in what man does and so on. So when the time went like as long as I stick by God and God is by me, yeah. When it's time to say, well, say I stop smoking or whatnot, it'll happen, bro. He'll make it happen, bro. It's gonna happen if it's meant to happen.
But that's what you. God's not gonna help you. He's gonna.
Nah, bro.
He's gonna give you the tools.
Exactly.
He's gonna guide you, but
that's what I'm saying. And that's what it's on me
decision.
when I then come to that state in life where I say, "Yeah, you know what? Yeah, boom." You get me? Because it happens with like there's loads of experiences that people that I've gone through personally and other people have gone through where they've gone through that experience and then it changed. Like they change. Like well, not completely changed, but it changes the way they deal with certain things because. Like I said, that in life, that's what you go through. Them experiences would then, like for example, a habit that you might do, it makes you just give it up completely. All men have the time or could be lifestyle and know how to talk to girls and you get it. Like not all men can do that, and these men,
100%.
Function properly.
There's man them that bug out.
Yeah, of course, bro. Gee, man's got bedrooms that are sex addicts, bro, fam.
They just bug out, fam.
Like,
I thought most people.
but like I said, no.
And just
I'm not a
generation.
sex
I'm not a sex addict.
I'm not saying you, man, but I just feel most people are because the way if someone's not on porn or
most people
someone don't
in
sleep around, it's like, oh my god, or the way people move on.
But this is what I'm saying. In this generation, do you know how they'll justify that?
What?
They'll say, I'm not a sex addict. I'm just living my life. I'm just doing what I want to do.
Like, bro.
Yeah.
So when that urge comes on them and they fulfill that urge, they don't think, I've done
But that's what
something
addicts
wrong.
do. They live their
No,
life.
but this
after
is the
work.
problem of the generation as a whole. This is like a generation of addicts. They're just addicted to things. Fam.
Yeah, they just get addicted.
But
like,
they're in a permanent stage of denial, and you can't convince them otherwise because now they've called it the lifestyle. So imagine a crackhead made being a crackhead normal.
Yeah, normal. Yeah.
That's what has now happened in the world, and now everybody that's not a crackhead is being looked at like
you're a crackhead.
Fucking crackhead.
You're a crackhead.
You weirdo.
Yeah, like, you're a weirdo. Alright, cool. Maybe because I didn't find I didn't find it too complex, but I'm saying basics, bro. You can make it like anything could be basic. Like you can make it simpler, innit? Like, but it should be being learned because that was an option. Like, look, for example, I had my option.
Think about we debate about the basics of what's the word again? Whatever that word is. Yeah.
Psychology.
On social media all the time. So how can you make it complex for someone in primary, secondary school?
Nah, bro. From like not primary. Primary is too young, but secondary school you can definitely understand psychology.
Everything can be simplified.
Everything, bro. Like because I'm saying, bro, you as a human, look at this like this. As a human, if you at a younger age was taught how to understand other people, it'd be a lot easier to communicate and solve a lot of things and
But they're not gonna do that.
Exactly, bro. Because why you need problem people, bro.
You need problem.
You need problem people,
issues,
bro. Like, so my thing
man.
was, I said a lot of like people start to learn how to understand people certain times, at a later age in life. So like, say when they start to mature as an adult, like they're 25 to. So imagine all the problems and stuff that you've caused and got into and this and that and all this that could have been resolved, if you just understood how people think, like. Your thought process as a man, you're just able to see through the like, bro. You know, like how Tippy telling, my man's not taking you serious, like.
Yeah, but they don't listen. They're hearing it, but they don't listen until my man ends it or it just goes past it. I should listen to you. That's why I don't have sympathy because why would you put yourself in that position?
In that position, and you see what I'm saying? man, I'm not like that, man.
Do you ever think one of them girls that are complaining to you are on you?
Some of them were, but not all of them.
Are you sure?
Chris, don't start, man.
What do you mean? I'm just saying,
college,
like, no. Leave it alone. Let's take it easy.
See, Chris,
You have to.
the girl at the island in college, they were all on Chris in it. So allow me. That says it all, man. Allow me, man.
Alright, listen. What the question
Chris
was?
was the original girl on Sugar, man. I'm not involved, man. Bro, this guy in college, blood. Oh my god.
The question was, do you think one of them girls?
Chris was no dress, blood. He was on a Chris Brown thing, blood. Man had a fresh jumper, fresh jeans every day, blood. I'm like, yo, who is this brother? Because remember, Chris came late, innit?
I used to chill out.
Who's this Fresh Prince, brother?
Nah.
Fresh. She's like, girl, are coming up to me. Who's that guy in your class? You know the tall one that's always screwing, the tall light skin guy. Oh my god, he's so bad. What's his number? Is he on Facebook? Really, man. Yeah, because it was Facebook times, and there was no Snap,
See, that's
no
how far
Insta.
I say Facebook.
Twitter
Look
was
at
popping
that.
off. It was Facebook.
Hey,
times.
listen, forget about all that.
Yeah, no,
listen.
I'm not forget, man. 'Cause you're trying to.
No, I'm not, bro. You're under
If you're gonna do that, yeah, I'm throwing you under the first time. Just calm, man.
I gave him a simple question.
I'm
threw him
under the bus.
like
And Molly May, you know, he's not worked hard for that end. Got both parents. When there's some media reality TV shows, got this free BB sponsorship. And she's now telling everyone's got the same 24 hours. I know, and then they spot the debate again. So, what does the man think about that?
Everyone has got the same 24 hours, fam.
Nah.
Everyone has got the 24
Yeah,
but
like,
it's about what you do with those
like
24 hours.
physically, in time-wise,
yeah.
But in terms of what you can accomplish in them 24 hours, completely different.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, everyone's circumstance ain't the same, and making comments like that is a bit ignorant. Like, I get what you're trying to do, but that's ignorant because you're taking
Disney movie.
Yeah, you're taking away a whole
speeches to
Because
a
you know
whole
what it
bunch
is?
of people when you see that.
You know what it is, yeah? When you look at it, I get what she meant by when she said,
I get what she meant as
24
well.
hours, but how you've delivered that, where you've come from, you can't come, like, you don't come from a lot, like, let's say, you're not coming from the ends or the, like, a lot,
This is what I'm saying.
like, for you to be saying, you've worked hard, like, I had to literally grind from everything from scratch and get to, I'm not saying you didn't have to work hard and put in work. Everyone, bro, everyone in every walk of life, has to put in work. Whether they're rich, whether they're rich, or whether they're normal, average, whether they're poor, you've got to put in work regardless. So you can't look at it and say, oh yeah, because I've had to put in work, that means that we've all got the same 24 hours. No, I don't, bro. Because let's look at resources, bro. Look at the resources she's probably got, to the resource. Are you gonna compare them resources to someone on the ends, like from let's say from a single parent family? Like, you're gonna say that, oh yeah, you've got the same 24 hours now because I've got a lot more to deal with. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I've got a lot more to deal with in terms of, let's say, even how do I put it? Like, when you're at home, your day-to-day problems, you think that Molly May, has got the same day-to-day problems that, let's say, like I said, the one single parent you come from, the person who comes from the single parent family.
Not necessarily, but she might have other issues, but
no, but
she's privileged though.
No, but but you see when I say day-to-day problems, I'm saying like, cool. Let's use an example, innit? Yeah. On a day-to-day, for a normal person, you're thinking about bills, you're thinking about your insurance, your day-to-day living costs. Do you think Molly May's ever had to wake up a day and worry about, where I'm gonna find money for food from? Where I'm gonna find
She's probably never been in that.
Exactly. So how can you, if you've never been in that stage of life, how can you then go and make a general statement like that? You get me? Because it's like you're just totally neglecting them people that come from. I'm not saying.
Was her statement aimed towards people that just want to be rich?
Huh?
I think her statement was towards her fan base, because my friend was saying that her fan base is all these Essex Fiat 500.
Man said Fiat 500.
But
realistically,
but then bare people from the working class, lower, whatever class you want to call it, follow her thing,
The only reason I say what I say is because obviously, like whatever P Diddy, and I'm assuming she said the same thing or whatever they're saying, it only really applies to people that are aiming for a certain thing. Certain people like a comfortable life. Some people like simple life. Not everybody's trying to do what they're doing. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's why that statement's even more of an ignorance, because it's like you're trying to make people that are comfortable in their life.
You make them feel inferior.
You're making them feel like they're not doing enough because they're not living like you. Like, it's like, bro, like, them people are happy. They earn a good wage. They, you know what I mean? Like, they're doing their thing, raising their kids. You lot over there doing image gang and Instagram lifestyle.
Some jokes.
And then telling everybody that you got the same 24 hours in a day, fam. Does a single mother that has to do school run and cook and clean and all of this, does she have the same 24 hours?
No,
she don't have the same 24 hours, but she's probably still going to work as hard as she needs to work.
I just think if you like a picture, you like a picture. But then,
And
when I look back,
see right there, that is the fundamental difference.
but then when I look back, I'm looking at the pictures.
Because she,
they're throwing mad
you see
compliments, mad comments, and I'm thinking, oh,
yes,
mad.
mad.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, some girls are just bare nice. So I just think, oh,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, girls are just subtle, man.
You can't
they're
know.
subtle.
You'll never ever know. It's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, subtle, man.
And
But
then they get upset when they don't get the man. They don't make
man
sense.
was just gonna say to you, they get upset, you know, fam. Upset that your signal was nowhere near clear. It wasn't even a signal. But I was throwing you signals. What you think?
Man's Professor X, blood. He's not X-Men, blood. Man said, I was giving you signals, blood. You know that bald man in the wheelchair? You think I'm Iron Man?
Like, that's a mind reader in that.
You think I'm Xavier? You're an idiot. Oh, you should have known.
I know, man.
Some girl are dumb.
Man said Xavier, you know.
No.
Seed.
I was giving you hints.
No, you gotta be direct in this thing.
You got to be, man.
Yeah, 100%, man. It's not even a joke to
So
me.
you're telling me, that's
This
none of your
guy.
friends is trying directly to set it on you, like.
Yeah, but like I
What
said,
did you
back
do?
in the day,
Yeah, but what was that? Like, what was the outcome?
our friends on them because I wasn't feeling them, innit?
I'm friends on them. Look at Io, you know.
I what?
Chris, you need to stop, man.
You're a G, though.
Hey, let me get that out.
I'm
I'm sorry, I'm gonna be devil's advocate. So how did they feel about that? And that's what I want to know. Like, what did they?
You know how they felt. He's a bad you know.
so,
You know how they
right there, boy.
Among the must-eat British delicacies there, yeah.
Go on.
must eat, you know.
Gerald Eels,
What?
black pudding,
Yeah, that's one thing.
and bubble and squeak.
Bubble and
What's bubble and sweet?
I don't know.
What
I
is
know
that?
about that thing.
What is that?
I see it on the cafe menu. Do you go your cafe?
Bubble and squeak.
Man, don't
Man don't
indulge in
order,
them
man
things,
don't,
yeah.
man don't order.
Gee, I
man
don't
order.
indulge
Actually,
in
that's
them
what it
things.
said. Bubble
I don't
and
indulge in that, man.
sweet. So they got cuisines then.
Nah, carry on, get what we getting.
That's
nah,
not-
I was
to be
got
honest,
that one,
yeah.
don't worry. I was
And to
doing
be
that.
honest,
I
I'm not
am
gonna
doing
lie,
that.
yeah. That's not really cuisine because they only just listed 7
Seven,
items.
seven
bro.
dishes.
I want to go through the whole thing. Wait.
Bubble and cuisine.
Let's see the bubble and squeak.
So what do you eat black pudding with?
Fry up in it.
It's an English breakfast.
No,
thing.
but what is but
Fry up in it. Sausage.
Fry up in it.
so not even just after eating, yeah, beer pork.
That's bubble and
Bye
squeak.
bye, do
What is that,
bear pig blood.
I seen it, yeah, but you know when I saw it, I thought it was just something off the vegetarian menu,
Really?
fam. Some fritters things, fam.
What on the Italian menu is better than curry goat and rice.
Lasagna.
God. He lost it, innit? He lost it. I know, bro. I know.
Straight face.
I'm there. I was slightly one lasagna.
Man
That's why I
said,
said that.
bro, I'm telling you, yeah, you're gonna taste the lasagna. It could be a nice lasagna, but then if you
Could be a nice lasagna.
if you
A dead lasagna is what you call a nice
get some
lasagna.
10
An
bro,
amazing lasagna is mad. Curry
Gee.
goat and all of them, fam. I've had a live, fam. You can't tell me about live curry goat and all of these things. I've had live Jamaican food. I've had live Caribbean food. I've had your dad's food. Yeah. I've had your
exactly. So
dad's
you're
food,
trying to
it's
tell
great.
me yeah, you'd pick lasagna over that.
Yeah. It's almost like you see a black
You're
and a
looking
black
at
you
each
come
other.
together. You're definitely gonna screw each other. Even if you kind of think you know him, you're gonna screw, or you're gonna look at each other in a way where it's like, don't even
That's what my
acknowledge me,
face
kind
is.
of thing. You get me?
That's what my face
But
is.
when you pass any other race on the street, like we said before about the groups, you don't even really acknowledge them.
You don't.
That's crazy. Sometimes I'll be walking on the road and I'll see a guy screw me,
But why do
and
you
I'll
do
be like,
that?
"Bro, but we're black, bro. Why you screwing me like?" That's crazy. We don't even know each other. Before that used to be the reason why people would say, "Yeah, why are you watching me? I don't know you." But now it's like, I don't know you. So clearly we actually have no issue. So why are we screwing each other like that?
I don't know.
It's mad. So that's where it's them from. If you look at this, that's why I said the UK thing, it's not. It's where they've patched little groups of underprivileged people of all races, and they're just kind of giving them reasons to be annoyed with each other by taking away things. So it's not so much that they've done stuff to us, But where we're underprivileged, we're just frustrated generally,
Certainly.
and then we just walk around thinking, "Oh, it's his fault because he's just another black guy like me that's making us look bad. So I'm gonna look even worse by making him look bad." Like, you see where the psychology is just been fucking our race.
Sorry, like, can I get your number, please? Just something. You don't have to walk up to someone and be like, "Oh yeah, walk on sexy." Who's responding to that for real?
No.
Nah, man. Do you know what? Do you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but sometimes the nice approach just sounds too chipsy.
Sometimes,
Way
but
too
not
chipsy.
always.
Nah,
Okay, I'd rather someone
you
come
can't
up
come
to
down
me.
like the Hugh Grant on some.
No, but I'd rather someone come up to me polite than come up to me and be like, "Oh, yo, B, what you saying?" First of all, I'm
But
your
obviously,
B.
it's
Second of all, you don't know me.
it's tone though,
Trying
isn't
to
it?
get to know you though.
Yeah, but you see that there? I
Like-
don't want you to get to know me, so keep it stepping.
I feel like this generation just needs to be shown a bit more of that. Yo, if you come together and combine your assets, kind of thing, you can still do what you're doing individually, but look what you'll do for this group of people. And then if that group of people, and then that group of people, and that group of people, you know what I mean? You don't even have to like each other. You think every Jewish man that does business with each other likes each other, or every Chinese man that does business with each other likes
course
them.
they don't.
They might hate each other's guts, bro. But
Just
they're
money.
making a hell of a bit of change together,
You need
boys.
me, I need
They're
you
like,
to make money together.
yo,
Simple.
listen, this 3 million contract, yo, fuck you, but we gonna sign on this dotted line. You know what I'm saying? They say, you know, a black man's gonna come in there with his pride, like, what the fuck's he doing in the room? I ain't even trying to walk in there, blood. That's a dickhead thing, fam. I'm walking in there, zip up my lip and sign up the thing, fam. Is it? So that's where it needs to start. Like, it's people just need to be taught again, like, like, stop the pride thing. He's not your enemy, like.
Yeah.
Like, even more so, he's your skin color. How can he be your enemy? That's crazy.
I compliment.
Not
works,
saying you
man,
can't
I'm
compliment me,
telling
but
you,
you
man.
go
It's
in,
all about
yo,
how you do it.
yeah,
Like
nice.
these times she's
No.
even busting up thinking, Roger,
Just
my man
no.
actually just yo me mad loud in public like this.
See, now you've turned to a joke. Because now you've gone from thinking you had game to having zero game. Because now I'm laughing at you
It's
and
not
looking at
really-
you like a clown.
It's not
very
really a
good.
Because
game
you've
thing.
gone, yo,
crazy.
you look real nice over there. No.
Nah, that's dead though. That's
Yeah.
dead though.
No
You
one
can't
does
do
the
it like
whole
that
thing,
though.
That is literally the definition of a scrub.
How?
Because you're there hovering
Man
from the
said
back to the
scrub.
side of your best friend's wife. Yo!
You've painted the
No.
whole image in your head. I don't know this image you painted. I just complimented that outfit. I got whole scrub.
How are you approaching someone then?
Grabbing a waistline.
Look at this guy.
You see that there?
This guy.
Like it's a drink
No, but
thrown
no,
in your
no.
bowl.
Drink. Actually, I feel like I've had a drink for him. Yeah.
Who are you grabbing like this in
I'm
the
grabbing
bowl?
waistlines. Girls are crazy.
Because girls move salty when they get rejected.
Not always.
Oh.
If you're not interested in me,
Nah,
I'm saying like,
no, bro.
Because if you're not
I'm
interested
not
in me,
imagine
then
What's wrong with me?
imagine a girl being rejected.
No, that's
Like-
not insecure girls. If you reject me, cool.
Oh,
I like
we're
you.
gonna cancel you, bro.
Like I told you before, yeah. When you reject a thing,
Yeah.
from experience, bro, a male rejecting a female is like
Gee.
it's a mausoleum.
Basically,
They take it so
Like
mad.
bursting in the foot.
Then
Because
you
they're
must
not
be
used to
hella
it.
insecure to take
like
it.
No, it's because
So
girls ain't
bad.
used to that.
No.
Girls ain't used to that.
Yeah,
Girls
but
are
you
used to
can
guys
be
just
used
being
to that.
horny.
No,
Even if
no,
you're a
no,
dead
no.
thing, no offense to no, you get me. You just know that
No, no,
there's a
no.
day that you can just make yourself.
Then no
you get
offense
me,
to them
and man are
insecure
gonna be
girls
on
out
you.
there, but you can't move like that. If you get rejected, cool, move on, because then you can't turn around when you reject a guy and get upset when he starts getting mad.
Well,
if
that's
you're
what
gonna
I'm
be
saying.
the same way.
And the way you reject a man certain times, you know it's not nice. Just because you keep your voice low doesn't mean you're being nice.
I'm
You're the ones.
actually really polite if I
Look at them
reject
with them
you.
evil eyes like,
No, if I
And like
reject
look
you,
you up
I'm
and
polite.
and you push up your face. You're like, raw. Like all I did was say you got a nice
No.
dress.
One thing I've realised as well, because I know some people that have suffered from mental health as well, it can be traumatic experiences. You see, like how you said, so when your parents split up, I've noticed that I said, yeah, there's always sometimes like a traumatic experience that stem, because it's like, from that experience, yeah, it's like, you know, like you might have felt like you dealt with it, but inside you haven't really dealt
that's what I
with
was
it.
telling people.
You
Like,
get it, like you haven't really dealt
I was
with
telling
it.
people I was okay. I'm okay.
Yeah, like
I'm making jokes about it,
like
but
you're
deep
portraying,
down,
yeah, but deep down,
yeah,
inside,
I'm not. Yeah.
you get me, like,
Yeah.
because like it's just, I don't know, it's a thing where it's like as well, one thing as well, because with some certain people who have mental health, it's like cool. You're seeing people who come to terms with it. Like for example, you've come to terms with it, and then some people out there that don't come to terms with it. They're in like instead of them to acknowledge how they're feeling and behaving as that, they refuse to accept that and look at it like it's that. You see what I'm saying? Because obviously some people have a stigma in it towards mental health. They think like, well, just because you've had it doesn't mean you can't, like, you're not gonna be the same and this and this and this and that. You get it? Like, because like I said, I've got brethren who've had it. You get me? Like, still they went through it and they're still the same, bro. Like, that's the one thing as well. And a lot of some people, not a lot of people, but some people, because I've realized, like I said, some people come to terms with it and acknowledge it straight away. Say, oh yeah, they were a lot easier to help. You see what I'm saying? Because some people who don't want to look at it like that because of obviously the stigma attached to it, it makes it difficult to even knock. Like, for example, if you're one of them people and when you're actually going through it and like the things you could, like the signs that you could get, people could be seeing to help you, you're not showing that. You see what I'm saying? Because of your perception of it. That's why people need to change their perception. That's a very big thing. Where people need to change their perception of it, because a lot of people from young, mental health, they just look at it as like, oh yeah, you're just some crazy guy on the street or something like that. And I'm like, no, because there's so many different forms of mental health. It's not just, oh yeah, where you're crazy all the time. You get me? Like, some people have just depression. Some people have anxiety. Like, you get me? And when I mean I've had to deal with something close to home, like social anxiety. So like that just alone, and I'm saying, yo, there's a variety of other things in the person has as well. I'm thinking, wow, like this is like you're like to the like I have to come to terms with the behavior. You get me?
Oh well, he was just always there. Like he was just always on my line. You know, I didn't like him, but sometimes like he was always there.
No, that's not being persistent. That's just settling.
They settled. They settled for the persistent guy.
But it's settling.
It's brainwashing.
Settling.
It's consistency. He's hitting the one.
The guy won.
Isn't good.
Like,
the guy won.
Did he really though?
So
he won. That's what he wanted. He got what he wanted. He got exactly
when you
what he
really
wanted.
deep it, did he really win? Because she's like, okay, fine.
No, but he's getting nuns though.
No.
I bet he's getting that
But
nuns.
now you basically
What
got a
do
pity
you
fuck.
mean you're better getting nuns?
Pity fuck.
You got a pity fuck.
It's not a pity fuck.
It's a pity fuck.
It's not.
It's a pity fuck.
She's brainwashed.
Oh, do you know what? Oh, okay.
She
Maybe
won.
I should give him a chance.
No.
He won the race.
That's not.
What's
He
wrong
won
with
the
that?
race.
What is wrong with that? Even though that's you get me. But that's not the situation.
That's what you have to make it stand.
I hear that.
No.
But I don't think it's a pity fuck. I think that she's been worn down so much that she's now.
No, but imagine they get married.
She's her mind is
So,
gone.
but imagine they get married, and when she gives a speech, he kept chasing me, so I just gave him a chance. Here we are.
But people do that though.
That's a
People will
unit
give
too.
away those people
And
like,
so you won't feel
this
embarrassed
guy,
like that?
they'll be telling the story. What?
Consistency.
You wouldn't feel
It's
embarrassed
He
like
wanted
that.
it though. That's what he wanted. He got what he wanted. You're not
got what he
right.
wanted,
He got
like.
what he wanted.
That's
Because they'll be like, she'll be like,
embarrassing.
oh my gosh, there was this guy, he was
That's
always on my case. I'll be like, leave me
embarrassing.
alone. Then one day he just showed up to my work. And
then he
how did he
wooed
know
you.
where I work?
He
And
wooed
I'm thinking,
you.
but he's a
At some
stalker.
point he
What do you
wooed
mean?
you.
Social anxiety. Before I used to leave my house, before I used to leave the front door, flat door, I had to prepare myself, and I would get myself into this anxious state because I knew that I had to come out of the house, especially when I had to go and pick up my son from school or drop him to school. So like, oh my gosh, I had to come out of the house. And literally, by the time I get downstairs to the block door, I'll be shaking. And once I open the door, so many times I would open the door and just breathe deeply because I knew that I had to go out in public and I had to put this persona and I had to smile and all of that, and I didn't feel like doing any of those things. Actually, I was very, very down. But I didn't know it was depression. And up until now, and this is the first time I'm talking about it really. I didn't see it as depression. I just saw it as life, right? Because you're supposed to be strong and blah blah blah, so you just went with it. My first experience of mental wealth was really with my mum. Again, my mummy and daddy split up, and mummy had to come. Mummy just didn't take that very well, and put it this way, it got to the point where I used to get home from school, secondary school, and see mummy just on the floor and just kind of just walk past her. Because that's how many times she tried to kill herself. First time, yeah. Second time, yeah. Third time, yeah. Fourth time, fifth time, sixth time, seventh time. You're just like, blood, if you're going to do it, just do it.
Like, we were all talking about the games interview earlier on Drink Champs, right? And as much as I was watching it and enjoying it, it's like, but this still pisses me off. Because a man like this will sit down on a channel that is viewed by millions, yeah, and say, yeah, it's cool to gangbang when you're in your 40s. Why not? I'm out here if I need to be. But I'm sure at one point in his career, he's had to at least say one thing about, yo guys, let's calm down. You man are moving a bit mad. So I don't get it. Do you get what I'm saying? We're encouraging it by even still entertaining all of this music and shit that they put out. Because we're teaching them that we like it and what they're doing is right. You feel me?